Welcome to Introduction to Complex Numbers. So a complex number is in the form of A plus BI. But since this is an introduction, we are only worried about the I part. Later, we're going to learn what the form A plus BI means. But today, let's look at I. So we have I, or you can think of this as I up to the first power. We have I up to the second power, I cubed, and I up to the fourth. So what do these mean? When you see I, we are thinking about the square root of a -1. I squared is going to be -1. I cubed is a negative root -1, and I to the fourth is 1. So now in red, I am going to highlight the important parts. So whenever we have I, that means our remainder is going to be 1, and our answer is going to be an I. When we have I squared, that means our remainder is a 2, and our answer is a -1. When we have I cubed, we have a remainder of 3, and our answer will be a -I. And when we have I4, our remainder is 0, and our answer is going to be a 1. So important numbers is going to be I, -1, -I, and 1. You can think of the acronym I1, I1. So this would be 1, also 1, so here you just need to be careful with your negatives. So what if I gave you something like I cubed? What is I cubed? You would look at this chart and be I cubed is a -I. And I would say correct. What if I asked you, what is I up to the fifth? Well, we have a pattern, and after I up to the fourth comes I up to the fifth, which would correspond with I. And eventually, you are going to get a problem that asks you, what is I up to the 57th power? And this is a really big number. I am not going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, all the way up to 57. That is too much. So this is where our remainders come in handy. So we are going to do 4. 4 is the magic number. So 4 goes into 57 how many times? 1. And then we bring down our 7. 4 goes into 17 4 times. And we have a remainder 1. So anything with a remainder 1, the answer is going to be I. So let's try one more. What if I had I up to 43? We are going to do 4 goes into 43 how many times? 1. So here we have a remainder 3. So anything with a remainder 3, our answer is going to be a negative I. So this is method 1. I want to show you a method 2. So let's find I up to the 57 again. 57th power. So we can do this math on the side. 57 divided by 4 equals 14.25. So we are looking for whole numbers only. So we are going to round down to 14. 4 times 14 equals 56. So we are going to say that 57 is equal to 56 plus 1. So this means our remainder is 1. Anything with a remainder of 1 is equal to I. And that is exactly what we got here. Next, let's do I up to the 43 power. So we are going to take our 43 divided by 4. Let's see what answer we get. That gives us a 10.75. Then we are rounding down. So we will have a 4 times 10. That gives me 40. So that means 43 is equal to 40 plus a 3, where this means we have remainder 3. Anything with a remainder 3 is going to be a negative I. Now the last thing I want to show you is what if you have something like I cubed plus I up to the 109. What we do here is we're going to add our exponents. And I don't mean plus. Here I actually mean times. So when we have multiplication here and our base is the same, we get to add the exponent. So this becomes I up to the 3 plus 109. And this gives us I up to 112. And let me show you this rule. So if we have x up to the a times x up to the b, this becomes x up to the a plus b, and this is one of our power rules. So let's go ahead and find the answer to I up to the 112. So let me do method 1, which is 4 goes into 112 how many times? So also, when you are doing this, you can also use this in the calculator. So we can think 4 goes into 11 twice. So that is going to be 4 times 2 gives me 8. Then 4 goes into 32 how many times? We can think 4 times 7, 28. So let's try 4 times 8. and that gives us 32. And we could also try 4 times 9, and we see that's 36. So 8 is the best number. And as we see here, we have no remainder. So anything with a remainder 0 is going to equal 1. Let's go ahead and use method 2. So here we have 112, and we're going to divide by 4. So 112 divided by 4 gives me 28. And there is 28 is a whole number. There is no decimal points. So that means we have a remainder of 0. So our answer indeed is 1. As a side note, I could have something like I up to the 3 times I up to 7th power times I up to 10. What you would do is you would add all 3 of the powers. So that becomes I up to the 3 plus 7 plus 10. And that equals I up to the 20. And 20 divided by 4 gives me 5. 5 is a whole number, so we know there's no remainder, and this would equal 1.